This video is part 2 of a two-part series on Worldox's indexer and indexing. In this video, we will cover what happens if the indexer isn't running and how to do non-indexed searches. First, it's important to understand that the Worldox document repository is located on your file server. Therefore, when you complete a profile card to file a document to Worldox, that document is getting saved on your server. The indexer software monitors that directory, but does not actually store documents on the indexer workstation. An analogy is often helpful for understanding the implications of the indexer software or the machine not running. Let's take the concept of a cookbook created in Word. Let's say you're looking for a recipe for Jell-O squares. Unless it's a favorite recipe, you probably look at the index in the back of the cookbook to find out what page that recipe is on, right? And you could find that recipe under many different items. Here I have an example to show you how the indexes work in a Word document. For example, I have 3 recipes listed in my Word document. I can very easily add a new recipe. At this point in time, the index or contents of the index are not updated. However, we can very clearly see that the recipe is now on the page. What do we need to do? We need to update the index of our table of contents. And now we'll see our recipe in the list. So when you file documents to Worldox, you're really adding a recipe to our Word document. And what happens if we don't update our table of contents? In other words, the indexer isn't running? The document itself is still filed on your server. You simply have to thumb through the documents or look to find them in a different way. Now, just like in the cookbook, you can see the recipe clearly by checking one at a time to find your documents. How do we do a search without using the indexes if perhaps our indexer is down? In Worldox, you can open a search card, fill in whatever criteria you'd like, maybe the client, then choose Search What. Now we're going to choose to search the folder tree. This option bypasses the Worldox indexes and will crawl through or thumb through the list of items to find ones that meet your criteria. You can easily do searches using a non-indexed search or folder tree search in Worldox.